think there's a lot of truth to Machiavellian wisdom that says that people will not respect you if you're seen for your kindness. People will just try to take advantage of you. How much proof do we have of that? However, if I were to conform to those rules, that people will just take advantage of me if I'm kind, and there's no other option, I would conform to a new box. And the new box would be that everyone is generally the same. It's the same thing. Machiavellian knowledge teaches that there's only one way in order to gain respect. Machiavellian knowledge teaches that there's only one way to have power. It teaches that you cannot defy these laws. It teaches that there is no one that can overcome these laws. We have evidence and proof that this way it's true. We got evidence and proof that people won't respect you if you show up every single day. You'll just be taken for granted. We have evidence and proof that people will try to take advantage of you if you're just kind. And then they want to instill the idea that you have to generate some fear. In order to have true power. I don't have anything to do with people that decide to have fear. But to be a person that stakes your reputation or your flow and your movement on generating some sort of fear because someone gave you a Machiavellian idea that that's the way to power, you're just going into another box. You're trying to direct the flow and the current of society. It's the same thing as if you were kind all the time and let people walk all over you. It's just another box. So I just allow my intuition to take me in the direction I need to go. If I end up being unpredictable, it's because it was meant to be that way. If people end up fearing me, it's because it was meant to be that way. I'm not trying to make it happen. You got to be very careful with these things that you listen to that tell you how to strategically move in the world. I thought for a minute about not making videos every day just because of the idea that it would generate more power or something like that, or more respect, or that I was playing myself short or something like that. And I decided to defy that rule as well. I'm defying all of them. I will prove that you can make a video every day and still be respected. And I'm going to prove a bunch of other things as well. Because there's other reasons why I'm doing this. And you should too. You're leaving a legacy when you create videos and do these type of things on TikTok and YouTube and all these sites. But the thing is, you got to do something that matters. You know, if all you're doing is putting stuff up that is like a joke or just to show your face to be pretty or something like that, then what type of legacy are you leaving when you're gone? What kind of legacy are you leaving when you're gone? If that's what you're doing. You got to leave something behind so that when you're gone, people can really see who you are. Leaving a bunch of pointless quotes about being hurt and stuff in a sideways way, that's not telling people who you are, except for that you were insecure, bitter, and angry, or you're using somebody else's thoughts in order to make yourself look a certain way. You want to leave something for intelligent people. You want to leave something that means something. So regardless if one person watches my video, 10 people, 10,000 people, what I have established is an index of my own character, of what I stood for, of what I represented, and who I truly am when I'm not around and people want to try to paint me out to be somebody I'm not. So that's what I've established. And I continue to establish it in whatever way that I feel like I should do it. And no one else is going to dictate how I do it, or why I do it, or when I do it. People are always going to speculate. People are always going to make up why somebody's doing this. But isn't that what you want anyway? Isn't that the Machiavellian law anyway? You got people talking about you and they don't know the truth, but they're making it up because they can't find out what the truth is. So as I'm watching this video, I realized that I was doing all of this without even having that knowledge. I was doing it anyway, naturally. So these are the people that write the books. Machiavelli didn't watch a video before he wrote that book. He was the book. It's the people that are moving a certain way that write books and explain to others a way in which to move. But when you try to dictate how everyone should move based on some reality that people think is the truth about the world, I mean, there's a lot of proof of it. There's a lot of proof. How many times have you been kind?
I do that all the time.
How many times have you been kind and people took advantage of you? It's enough to make you think that you need to cause people to fear you and stuff like this and act certain different ways and stop being who you naturally are. Why is the world constantly trying to make you feel like something's wrong with who you naturally are? Why is the world trying to make you feel like you have to change yourself? Why are there all these videos and all these things out here that is trying to make you change who you are? Trying to make you believe that you could never be respected being yourself. Trying to make you feel like you have to limit your emotions or the way you feel about things or how you express yourself. Trying to control it. And they're using, you're not going to get respect from other people if you do this. Think about all the times that this has happened and that has happened and all this other type stuff. People are insidious. You know, the one thing that cracks me up is one video that I was watching where it said, it's a TikTok video. It said, if you turn this off, you will be cursed for the next 7 years. And then the other one that cracks me up is the Christians that come on and they talk about getting close to God and stuff if you just take this item that I'm selling and it will increase your money. That's the other thing. It's just ridiculous. Yes, your money will get better if you recite these 3 verses. Is that what this is about? It's all over the place. And they're working for the devil because they're just making it harder for you to trust anybody. They're making it harder for you to trust anybody. We live in a world where if you're kind, people will start to compete against you because they think that you're being false. They can't imagine that someone could really be kind. They can't imagine that someone will really be nice to them and don't want nothing. So I got to change my character because people have grown up in a world where they haven't experienced someone who really wants to be nice to them and not want nothing back. Being a kind-hearted person, people just look at you like it's somebody to take advantage of, huh? So that means I'm supposed to just stop being a kind-hearted person. I'm just supposed to let them control me like they were controlled. No, I have to make adjustments. I have to limit who I'm kind to. In many cases, I have to stop being kind to people, certain people altogether. They don't even get any kindness. So there's where you have to balance yourself. And if you do that because you have a premonition of the type of person somebody is, and because you have a premonition, you can see how they'll be trying to take advantage of you. But they haven't done it yet. So now you give them the cold shoulder before they get a chance to do anything. And they're going to run around and act like you're cruel and play a victim and feel like they've been hurt. But at the whole time, if you would have opened up to them, they would have took advantage of you. Played you, all this other type stuff. They mad because you won't let them take advantage of you. So they're not going to change me. Because like I said, I'm creating an index. This is not for attention. This is because one day I know I'm not going to be here. And somebody, maybe my son or my daughter, or some young person who looked up to me, or just somebody who is curious about some knowledge about inner healing and growing and overcoming the evil of people. Somebody's going to look at this. Somebody in the next generations. It may be my little nephew one day. Because it doesn't matter that my brother can't stand me. That person, he's going to grow up and be his own person one day. And when he grows up and he is his own person, he may decide, I want to learn about my uncle. There's all types of reasons. Tell your story. Put your video out there. Create your index. But make it be about something that matters. Make it be about something that makes you be seen in an honorable light when you're gone. Make it be someone that shows the greatness of who you were. So that loved one, that family member, or that person who wants to learn from you can really see what a person is capable of, even when they don't have nothing. Treat people good. Give God his props. Be authentic, regardless of what anybody thinks. On one. All day. Enjoy your day.